Hello, Anas.
Building you and I. Building you and I.
Ah, damn, that's bugged again. Subscriber thing is bugged again, I think. Yeah, it's bugged again.
Unit ready. Building you and I.
Hey everyone.
Building you and I. Building you and I. Building you and I. Building you and I.
Hey Panda. Hey Tinkoy. Hey Yaxu. Hey Anas. Hey Vedit.
Unit ready. Unit ready. You and I. Ready, sir. Building you and I. Building you and I.
So how is everyone today? Are you feeling great?
Unit ready. Building you and I.
Did you have a good day?
Unit ready. Building you and
It's
I.
still very hot in here.
Building you and I.
And I'm sweating like crazy.
Unit ready. Ready, sir. Ready, sir. Ready, sir. Ready, sir. Unit ready. Ready, sir. Building you and I.
Tingoy, I'm playing WarZone Flashpoint, not Command & Conquer right now.
Building you and I. Building you and I. Unit ready. Unit building ready. You and I. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck, man.
Ready.
It's so damn hot.
Unit building ready. You and I.
Like, whoa.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit
Hi, Mark.
ready. Unit ready.
How are you?
Unit ready. Building you and I. Unit building ready. You and I. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Okay, for the day I will try a different strategy. I will go for full tank and not so many infantry.
Unit ready.
Let's see how that works.
You and I.
Hopefully it's going to work fine. It's right now, what's the time?
Unit ready.
8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. here.
Building you and I.
Almost 9 p.m. Almost.
Building you and I. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Building you and I. Unit ready. Building you and I. Unit ready. Building you and I. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Hello, that lonely gamer. The air units are not that great right now, but the developers are working on that to tweak that.
Unit ready.
But in their current state, they are not that great.
Unit ready. Abram ready for duty.
But they have huge potential to be good.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yeah, the airfield is really huge.
Unit
3 a.m. in the Philippines. Why are you still up then? Are you crazy?
Unit ready. Building you and I. Unit ready.
Need some rest, man.
ready. Building UNI. Ready. Unit ready. Building UNI. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Hello, Kirill DP.
Duty is calling. Unit ready. Unit ready. Abrams ready for duty. Ready, Commander.
Okay, I'm on tech 3, I think. Yes, I'm on tech 3. Let's pump out these MLRs. Because these things are awesome.
Building UNI. Unit ready. UNI.
Yeah, remember when I said I will not go for many infantry? Well, screw that. I'm going for many infantry.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Ready. Unit ready.
Yeah, the graphic is still not that good, but the developers are working on that.
Ready.
So graphics will improve.
Unit ready.
Don't look too much on the graphics now, as this is alpha.
Unit ready. Ready, sir. Abrams ready for duty.
Base is under
Building
attack.
UNI. Ready.
The base is under
Unit
attack.
ready. Unit ready.
The base
Unit
is
ready.
under attack. The base is under attack. The base is under attack.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
The base is under attack.
Unit ready. Ready.
The base is
Unit
under
ready.
attack.
Come on, die. Die, 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 die. Against the tank hunters, it's best to build the jackals. If you're having troubles with tank hunters, just build jackals, as they are really strong against the tank hunters. Or missile defenders, or whatever they're called.
Unit ready. Unit ready. 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 Abrams ready for duty.
Yeah, this game feels like Generals, which is something I really like. That's why I like this game so much, because it feels like Generals. And as you can tell, I'm a huge fan of Generals.
The base is under
So
attack.
big thumbs up for this game.
Unit ready.
Let's see, I could need some more oil
Building UNI. Unit ready.
to fund my tanks.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Abrams ready for duty. Abrams ready for duty. Unit ready.
Okay, defense looking good so far.
Unit ready.
Building
Unit
UNI.
ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Building
Unit
UNI.
ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Building
Unit
UNI.
ready. Unit
And
ready.
yeah, the airfields are
Ready.
huge.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yeah, Yasko, that's in plan, Yasko. I think that's in plan.
Ready.
This is not the only faction, and I believe that this is in mind by the developers. I'm not sure about that, but I think it's in mind of the developers. That they are building in more tank and infantry heavy factions. I think they have that in mind. Oh, running low on power.
Building UNI.
Here with the planes, I like to build these 3 planes. And I always set the rally point here to this spot, so they can mess around. The planes are a bit messy right now in the current state because they don't follow your orders really that much. So I just like to set a point here and let them do their thing. Let them have some fun there.
Ready.
Ready, sir.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Building UNI.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Right now it's not as good as Generals, but that's because it's an alpha.
Ready, Commander.
Ready.
developers working hard on that. Right now I cannot say that it is at as Generals, but that's obvious because this is alpha and Generals is full release, so it's unfair to do the comparison there. You need to do the comparison when the game is full released. Once it's full released, I will gladly do a comparison. But right now, as it is alpha, it does not feel like Generals in terms of if it's good or not. Because so much is missing, but that's obvious because alpha. But it has huge potential, so I'm looking really forward to that game in its full release. And I'm happy to support the developers there with their progress. Also, if you want to join the Discord server where also I am and you can chat with me there, feel free to join the Discord server. The link is in the description down below. There you can join the Discord server, chat with the developers, chat with the community, and also chat with me if you like to. You can also get your hands on the game in the Discord server. Like I said, link is in the description down below if you want to join the Discord. Running out of funds here. Not the money, but the oil. So I need more oil. But then the enemy is already dead, so no need for that. I'm not trying Reborn right now. I'm trying this game, not Generals Reborn. Also, yeah, the music is a bit bugging. But that problem is known. Okay, that was a good attempt. I think the heart is beaten. By the way, this is the second hardest AI here in this game. Oh yeah, the music is really bugging right now. Generals has better buff finding. But like I said, this is alpha, so you cannot compare Generals with that game. Comparing an alpha version to a full release version is not fair. But no, the pathfinding is right now in its current state not better than Generals. But developers are working on that. Right now you only have UNI, which is same like USA, United States. That is the current faction right now, the UNI. Yeah, it's really bugging right now.
Ready, sir.
That's because I have so much stuff here on the map.
Ready, sir. Duty is go. Full charge. I'll be there soon, sir. I'll be there soon, sir.
I still have power. I need to shut down the power. Bye, Pender. Thank you for watching. Promise, they are trying to mix everything good into the game. So take good parts from StarCraft, take good parts from Command & Conquer, take good parts from Company of Heroes, and mix everything together into the new nice game. that's the plan, and I think it's working good so far.
Ready, sir. Duty is
And it's really bugging right now. It's really bugging. You cannot capture buildings right now, but that is a planned thing for the future. That is a planned thing. Okay, let's try another game, this time against the very hard AI. Last time we tried it against the hard AI, now we are going to try it against the very hard AI. Also, yeah, there's a typo in it, hard very. It's a really funny typo. This time we're going to play as black. Ah, goddammit, this stupid cursor is bugged again. We are fighting against yellow. Black against yellow. Yeah, the rocket tanks are pretty awesome. I also like the planes from their design, but from the use, they're not very useful right now.
Building you and I.
Unit ready.
Hello, Counter Admiral.
Building you and I.
Welcome to the stream.
Building you and I.
Okay, bye Yasko, thank you for watching.
Building you and I.
Unit ready.
Building you and I.
Unit ready.
Okay, I hope I can defend the incoming waves. The very hard AI is pretty hardcore. I'm not sure if I will be able to beat that. Let's see.
Unit ready. Insufficient funds.
Yes, naval warfare is in the game, but right now not available in this version. But there's Navy.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Building you and I.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yes, Harry, this is a new game in the development. This is the alpha version.
Building you and I.
And this is a vehicle messing me up right now. Fuck.
Your base is under attack.
Oh, that's not good.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Ah, lost that dozer. Shit.
Base is under attack.
I'll be there soon, sir.
Unit ready.
Ready, sir.
I'm probably going to lose that ore,
Base is under
which I
attack.
don't want to have. So I really need to put a stop to that.
You and I. Ready, sir.
Unit ready. Unit
Building
ready.
you and I.
Base is under attack. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yeah, it really looks pretty dope. Needs some tweaks, but besides that, it looks pretty dope.
Under attack.
Ready, sir.
I agree on that.
Under attack.
Building you and I. Ready, sir.
Also, it's pretty freaking hard, as you can see right now.
Ready, sir.
I think we are at minute 2 and I'm already losing.
Under attack. Attack.
Building you and I.
Base is
So I'm not
under
spending my
attack.
cash very
Base is
good.
under attack.
Ready,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Building you and
Base is
I.
under attack. Unit ready.
That was a bad attempt. Let's retry that.
Building you and I.
That was no good attempt.
Building you and I. Building you and I. Building you and I.
Hello, Rain Studio.
Building you and I. Building you and I. Building you and I.
Rain Studio is, by the way, one of the developers. just to let you know.
Unit ready.
Building you and I.
I'll be there soon, sir.
Unit ready.
Okay, I need a
Ready.
few barracks very fast.
Unit ready.
I'm very late right now, so I hope I can defend that.
Building you and I.
Full charge.
Building you and I.
Ready.
Hello, lazy bastard. Welcome.
Unit ready.
Building you and I.
Okay, the first units should be arriving now, and I have 0 defense except for these 2 tank hunters,
Unit ready.
so I'm lacking of
Under attack.
defense.
Unit ready.
Building you and
Here we
I.
have the first attackers.
Unit
Building
ready.
you and I.
Duty is calling.
Base is under attack. Unit ready. Unit
Building
ready.
you and I.
Unit ready. Base is under attack.
Good thing these are only Humvees. No heavy tanks.
Building you and I.
Base is under attack.
Ready, sir.
And right when I spoke of them, there they have the tanks. Fuck.
Duty is calling. I'll be there soon,
Unit
sir.
ready. Base is
Building
under
you and
attack.
I.
Base is under attack.
So heavy tank on the top.
Unit ready.
Not that good.
Ready, sir. Building you and I. Ready,
Unit
sir.
ready.
I think I'm losing that one again.
Base is under attack.
Building you and I.
Duty is calling.
Let's hope not.
Ready,
Oh,
sir.
getting more and more. Fuck.
Building you and I.
Arraign Suyu, you can find the link to the Discord in the description down below. There's a link to the Discord. To the community
Building you
Discord.
and I.
Just check the link out in the description below.
Base is under attack.
Building you and I.
Nah, that's not look good for me. So I need to try a less difficult part. Very hard AI is pretty hardcore. So let's go with the hard one again.
I think you mean hard very.
Yeah, hard very. Of course. Hello, Jonathan.
Hey, how's it going? Are you streaming alone, or can I join?
You can join. It's okay. It's okay.
Can you give me a link?
One second. I don't know the direct link to my stream, so that should go, do. You should see it there.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
I see
problem.
it.
Perfect. Okay, let's go with the hard AI.
Building you and I. Building you and I.
Unit ready.
Oh, it's so fucking hot in here. Jonathan, how's the temperature in the USA?
Building you and I.
It depends on the day. Sometimes it gets pretty hot. Sometimes it's with a lot of places in the U.S. I live in the Midwest, so a lot of places in the U.S. it's about humidity. The humidity is what really determines if you're suffering or not. But it's about I don't know what it is in Celsius. So we use American units.
Yeah, okay.
Building you and I.
Let's find out.
Okay.
Unit ready.
Building you and I.
I'm pretty much dying today. The weather said it's going to be a thunderstorm.
What's the temperature there? What's temperature there?
We have like 35 Celsius.
Yeah. Oh, that's about 95 here. It was a little bit hotter than that recently, by a couple degrees. Like it was about 36 or so.
36, holy shit.
Yeah, a couple days ago. Right now it's about probably what 34 or 33. So it's pretty warm.
Yeah, still hot. Still hot.
Building you and I.
Unit ready.
So Let's see. We got a lively chat.
Yeah, this is my third attempt right now. The first one I played against hard. I won that, then I tried very hard. I failed that horrible, and now I'm trying hard again.
Are there any reoccurring streamer or viewers that keep coming back?
What?
Are there any reoccurring viewers that keep coming back? Like, you have consistent viewers?
Yeah. I see a lot of faces
Cool.
every time again.
Cool. Well, for those of you who are new, if you guys saw on our server, we released a little picture of some new assets we developed. And it featured 2 buildings and a tank. And if you guys have questions about that, I can answer about those things more specifically. I can't share a picture, can I? This isn't Discord. Dang it. I'm used to Discord. I can just put pictures down whenever I want.
It's okay. It's okay.
Is it though?
I think it's okay. It should be
Thanks.
alright.
Oh man, it's pretty tough. Anyway,
We could do one thing. Let me check. Discord, general. By the way, if anyone wants to join the general Discord server here of the game, the official Discord server of the game, the link is in the description down below of this live stream. You can check out the link there. I'm also on this Discord. If you want to chat with me, just go there and yeah, enjoy your time there. Okay, so here is the picture. I'm going to throw it into the chat right now. This is the picture Jonathan is talking about. I think this link should work. You can try if you can open it, but it should work. The link.
yeah, that works for me.
Nice.
Take a look at that, guys. So what we've got here is a power plant on the left, then a barracks on the right, and this tank is called Pride Tank, the Pride Tank, and see, I'm not sure if we're allowed to announce the name of the faction or not. I should double check before I say something. I'm not getting in trouble.
I know that feeling.
Michael, where's Avi at? I'm not sure I can say this. Anyway, so I can say details about the faction. So it's our first non-prototype faction, and it is a faction which leans towards having heavy vehicles, but it does have a good variety of infantry and aircraft support. But you'll tend to build a lot of strong vehicles for this faction. So the Pride Tank is going to be a heavy tank, something kind of like the Abrams in the current game, something along those lines.
Nice.
But it'll have a couple of unique upgrades. So one of the upgrades it's going to do, this will affect several units, is a rocket pod upgrade, and it will deal. So if you guys are familiar with the counter system that's featured in most CNC games, you can see the counter system that we're working on in the server. There's a little picture under the game. I think it's called gameplay. All right, let's see. Yeah, there's a gameplay channel. It's going to have, it'll probably be unguided rockets. So this sort of thing makes the vehicle pretty effective in prolonged fights against other armored vehicles, and not quite as effective against fast targets. So, but of course the shell will still hit fast targets, so it's a little bit of it's not completely useless against quick-moving targets. And yeah, and so the theme of the faction is a little, it's kind of an in-between of industrial kind of feel and a little bit high-tech. So if you look at the power plant, we've got that kind of glowing bit, and it has this kind of, these hard edges that look kind of armored a little bit. You've got those turbines, and they're going to rotate, and you'll see kind of like exhaust come out of those. And it has these chimneys that look kind of like concrete, but they have these slant to them, makes them look a little more like modern as well. and that beneath the glowing bit, there's this like piston type thing, and it sits out there, and you see it slowly move in, like it's compressing something, and you'll see exhaust come up out of the chimneys, and then it will reset the animation and hold for a little bit, and then do it again. So a little bit of life you can breathe into that sort of thing. And yeah, and then there's so this is the pride tank, and we're working on a Bradley type vehicle, and so a lot of the vehicles in this faction are going to be really like heavy, like I mentioned. So we're working on a Bradley type vehicle, a couple utility vehicles. So that's what we're doing. Poor Tyler, no weed.
Sounds good. Yeah, we had a lot of questions regarding comparisons. For example, is the pathing better than Zero Hour or Generals, or how is the gameplay feeling compared to Generals? I think that's a pretty unfair question regarding the current game state, because this is alpha and Generals is a full game release, so I think that's a bit unfair to ask. Right now it's not feeling the same as Generals because there's still a lot of work to do, so I always have to say, yeah, of course Generals is right now better because it's full release and this is alpha, so yeah, the question is pretty much answered in itself, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously this game's not going to play as good as Generals or Zero Hour, but I will say that that's one of our bigger inspirations. And there will be wonky things as you play the game. Let me look for some of these questions back here. So, I guess some of them are answered, I guess. Is the game playable? Supremacist asks, is the game playable? Are you one of the first players? You can play it. It's only single player right now. You can play a little skirmish map we made. We're working on multiplayer right now. We really want to get the game to multiplayer more than anything. That's where our focus is going to be.
And this is an Arif. This is WarZone Flashpoint, formerly known as WarZone Middle East. We changed the name, and yeah, this is the current alpha version of it. 0.8.2, I think, is the game version.
Something like that.
Oh, Tank Hunter dancing around here, but that's okay, he can do that. I mean, dancing is always an important thing to do in an RTS. By the way, are you going to build a dance by pressing a hotkey? That would be awesome. Some cheering commands.
Yeah.
I would really celebrate that.
I'm writing some of the dialogue. So one of the things that CNC doesn't have, that I've always wanted in CNC, though they have in StarCraft, where you click a unit a bunch of times, you get like funny dialogue. So that's kind of like that sort of thing where you tap a button and dance, or you click the unit over and over again, and they start saying weird things.
Oh, nice.
I was actually writing some of those last night. I was writing some dialogue for our units, and I thought, okay, what kind of pun can I make? So
I really like that in this Blizzard games. I really enjoyed that. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's one thing that you have to give Blizzard credit for. They really put a lot of effort in making each kind of unit like a little personality, a little quirky thing. And so we're definitely taking a page out of that. So I think the Generals did a really great job of making the units feel interesting and unique. I mean, if you guys remember the difference between like the Paladin versus the Rocket Buggy versus the, whatever.
Yeah. Also, hello 9EC and Freed, welcome to the stream. Also, all the other 24 people, welcome to the stream. Also, yes, 9E. This feels a bit like Red Alert 1.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions about it, I'm one of the developers of the game. I'm working on the design team. You guys can ask me, and I will answer. So ask away. It could be a technical question. It could be a more general question. I can answer probably some of the art questions as well.
I noticed that the AI is always gathering here at the bottom, so a lot of forces at the bottom always here.
Yeah.
Very hard to get into that at the bottom. I always go into the left because the AI is very weak on the left, but at the bottom the AI is almost unbeatable because so many units. Just noticed that. Which RTS games were your biggest influences in designing this game?
Definitely Generals. Generals is a really good game, and I feel like it was kind of not given a fair shake. And Generals is kind of the first CNC game to borrow some good things out of StarCraft, which is part of why it was so successful. Plus, the motif is really good. I think that it's kind of like a modern. So it's a modern military motif with a little bit of fantasy thrown in there, and a little bit of sci-fi and kind of some silly things. But it works really well overall. So it would definitely be Generals. So so our prototype we got here, we kind of just put a lot of real-world things into it. Oh, did you see that bug? That was funny.
Yeah, it's really funny. If I scroll in, the units disappear.
The shadow still stay there. That's an interesting bug. I haven't seen that before.
I'm also seeing that for the first time. Looks pretty funny.
Yeah. So yeah, one of the things that I noticed that tank sliding around. We're working on a new movement system, and we got it working for the wheeled vehicles correctly. So there's two kind of movement systems that you would have for a ground unit. There is like a tank-like movement and a wheeled vehicle-like movement. And what's funny is the infantry actually would use a tank-like movement because when I guess you can make an argument for not having that, but we'll probably do that for now. It's a good placeholder. I don't know the movement system very well, so it could have more to it than what I'm suggesting. But anyway, so we have it now where a Humvee will make those tight turns that you're used to instead of having to slide around a little bit. So that's funny. Like the model's like disappearing, and the shadow stays there.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and rocket dudes are really overpowered right now. They're probably gonna get a health and maybe a slight speed nerf.
Yeah, but I remember that same problem in Act of Aggression, where the missile dudes were just too overpowered and you would just spam missile dudes. So it's not happening for the first time here, so don't feel really ashamed of it. It's okay.
Premise says it doesn't look like the future. Yeah, right now it's using the prototype faction we've built is using like actual real world things. Like it was all inspired by real life. The new faction the new factions we're starting to make now is going to feature more unrealistic things. So like the Pride tank, for example, that I mentioned earlier, not a real tank, right? Like it is you kind of like balance on this line between what's cool and what's functional for your game. So you want things to be pretty realistic because realistic is intuitive typically, but you don't want it to be so realistic that you suffer fun and fairness. So that's kind of the general idea. I can't pronounce your name. 9ECN3 asks, how hard is it to balance an RTS game? Rocket Soldier being OP and all. So I really haven't had the exact amount. Like I haven't really gotten down into the depths of the balancing yet because we've been having other priorities for development. I would say that it can be challenging, and when you get down to like really nuanced things like, well, if you modify the unit in this way, it makes it too powerful for pro players, but it makes it too weak for the other player, and blah, blah, blah. So you can actually kind of go back and forth a lot and that sort of thing. But some things are easy. Like, we just know that the rocket guys are, they're probably dealing too much damage based on their damage type. So we can lower the amount of damage that, let me show you guys. Link another picture for me, CNC. Go to the gameplay.
Yeah, 1 second.
And there's a little chart that I shared with the community.
Yeah, I saw that one. Before you go deeper into that, Creeper Gaming, I have a question on screen, and I'm going to answer it after Jonathan has answered the other question. So I have your question on screen. Also, what is Arif posting? Posting a bunch of bullshit.
I think he's just posting gibberish. Or it could be a language. I don't actually know what that is.
Looks like gibberish.
Okay, so you guys see the link that CNC just posted? So this is our current version of our counter system, right? So on the left you see damage types, and on the right or on the top you see armor types. Okay. Now this is all subject to change. We might remove or add types and stuff like that. So for example, if I might say, all right, let's look at. So what I want to have be the case is if it's an infantry that holds a rifle or deals bullet damage, it should effectively counter an infantry that's doing rocket damage, which is what the guys do. So you can see the rocket damage does 5% damage to light, 10% to medium, and 15% damage to heavy infantry. So it could be that those values are too low, or it could be that the health of the rocket guys is too high. Maybe it needs to go down a little bit. So you have to just kind of think about, you know, what scenario does that unit find itself in a lot? Are there other ways to improve it besides just improving the stats? So for example, maybe rocket infantry in general, they have range, and it's about peeling for them properly so they deal more damage. But if they get jumped, then they're in trouble, and that could be the general theme of that type of unit. Let's see. Milan asks, is this game somewhat realistic, as in do with rifle can't damage tanks, infantry? So the counter system Milan is based on.
Fuck.
I would say the game is less realistic than it is realistic. So for example, like in real life, if a tank gets a good shot on a tank, the tank just blows up, right? But our tanks shoot tanks multiple times, and they have health bars and that sort of thing. And it uses the CNC counter system basically. We're kind of slightly modifying it, and which means that tanks don't kill infantry very well by shooting them. In the future, we want to add the ability to crush them. So like, that guy keeps spamming him. Can you kick that guy?
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm right now blocking him.
That's unfortunate. Anyway, so the reason why you have to have units have tanks do that is because if you don't, then only tanks are built. You need a way for the counter system to loop on itself, and that's the part where that happens basically. So because you got like rocket infantry can damage tanks well. This is a good question. SZOQ says, why did you change the name? Because we realized that the Middle East is not big enough, and we want to bring in kind of the global. We want to bring this war to everyone, and we started to have more grandiose ideas. Thought, okay, we want to fight in American City, in a farmyard, in a Scottish field, in a desert, in a canyon, wherever we wanted to go. So we didn't want to limit ourselves. We dropped the name Middle East and went with Flashpoint, which means like the beginning of an operation. It's a military term that represents the beginning. And what we want to do, so you guys are pretty familiar as I am, like with RTS. They tend to make single player. They have the missions, and they have this 3, maybe 4 factions, multiplayer on the added on, and everyone's like, okay, well, how am I going to support this game? When's our balance patch coming out? When's it going to fix this thing? Add a unit, remove a unit, whatever. And so we realized, all right, this is what RTS fans want. This is what the genre needs. We should focus on multiplayer. Doesn't mean that we can't do single player in the future, but the core of it is a competitive game. So we want to support and add content to this game for many years to come. Like I don't know what the limit is, but just as long as the ball keeps moving, we keep pushing it. So it's kind of a paradigm shift for RTS. And the truth of the matter is, this is what MOBAs do, and that's why they're successful. And RTS hasn't learned this lesson yet. So that's kind of where we're at.
Okay, to answer Creeper Gaming question, how did I start YouTube? So my plan was to show off my gameplay of me beating the generals challenges and the campaigns, because I saw that on YouTube there's no video about that, and I put that on and I saw that people like it, so it was a niche, so to say, and that's how I started, and that's what I'm still doing since 2009, so really good thing to do. And 9ECN3, Petro is not doing fine. He has a bunch of sicknesses and needs to go to the vet soon again.
Who's Pedro?
My cat, and he's not doing good right now. Yeah, he's not doing good right now. He's
How old is the cat?
He's very, very sick.
Is he old?
Yeah, he's like 13 years old.
It's getting up there for a cat.
Yeah, cats are usually getting 14 years old. Maybe 20 sometimes. Hello, Mr. Let's Play player.
Grav is right, it needs polishing. How can I deny it? This is our prototype. This is our prototype, so stay tuned for more up-to-date stuff.
Also, if you want to join the Discord server of the developers and the official community server, you can check out the link in the description down below. It will link you to the official Discord server where you can chat with the developers, can chat with the community, can get your hands on the current version of the game, which I am playing right now. So just check out the link, join the Discord and have some fun with us. Also, I will be there, so if you want to chat with me, you can go there and add me on Discord and chat with me. So follow the link in the description down below and have some fun. Yeah, 9E, I hope he's getting fine well too. Can you do a tutorial about this game? Like, can you explain it? Yeah, I can do that. It should be pretty easy to do the tutorial. Only for hard, not for very hard, or the hard very. Because hard very is very hard, and I cannot beat it right now. But for the hard AI, I can do the tutorial. That should be possible. The problem is that since the game is so alive right now, it's in a big development state. If I do a tutorial, it will be outdated very soon and very fast.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But I can still try it. Should be alright. Because there are some valid strategies in there, which will probably work in later versions. Like, for example, Jackal being very powerful against infantry units. The Jackals ruffle stomp the infantry units, so if I would have the choice between Marine and Jackal, I would choose Jackal, because Marine is not that good and a Jackal ruffle stomps infantry.
Yeah, I think that the Jackal deals heavy bullet damage type.
Yeah, he's really strong, you should check him out, he is like really insane. I most of the time forgot to build him, that's why I never found out about it, and I always had trouble with rocket troops, and since I built them I ruffle stomped them.
I remember that too. I walked away from that stream laughing, Brooding Salmon, thinking about marshmallow tanks. That's what I remember.
Ah, yeah, the marshmallow tanks. They were awesome.
Yeah. We'll have to do that in the future. Yeah, so, okay, I really... Okay, wait, first of all, I need to answer the question. So, Straszak, or how do you say that? What other modes of skirmish, or what other modes of play besides skirmish are you planning? So initially skirmish, multiplayer, and maybe a sandbox mode. That would be the first 3 modes that we do. The sandbox mode is going to be a way that you can just kind of dump units in and watch them fight and get a feel for the game without having to do trial and error against people. I'm not really that concerned about having a robust AI at first. That's kind of a lower priority. I'm mostly concerned about having a multiplayer environment that's really good and getting clan features and like ways to queue up with your friends and just get into fights, you know, get into battles and that sort of thing. So that's the highest priority right now. Mr. LP Player says, is there some kind of list of what units and buildings and stuff are planned for the future? There is. I have massive lists of stuff, but I can't show it to you yet.
Yeah, I can confirm that. I can confirm that. I mean, he is really crazy. Jonathan is insane regarding lists. He has all sort of lists. I think like 50, 60 lists. It's insane. It's an insane amount of lists. And it's
so to give you an example, on the faction that we showed a picture of earlier, where we got the power plant and the tank and stuff and that, so that's going to be that'll probably be our first faction that we complete when we get to that point. I've got this tech tree planned out. We've got like values, those can be changed very easily. It's not really that important, but and then what kind of structures and how things function. The faction is in a really good state right now. It's almost complete from the design side. I'm still thinking about how I want to give the faction detection. So there will be a detection element in the game for stealth units, and then also what kind of powers the faction has access to. And it feels pretty good. It feels like the theme is coming together really well. Are Jackals that OP? What the crap?
Yeah, Jackal is really OP.
What's it? Do they destroy tanks really quickly too?
No. They're just strong against infantry.
Okay.
But missile defenders combined with jackals, then you have OP versus buildings and tanks, and OP versus infantry.
So anyway, yeah, the list exists. I wasn't bringing it out yet. Brooding Salmon says, is the game out yet? You can play this prototype. You can't play what I'm explaining right now because reasons. And then Greek asks, does the game have super weapons? And the answer is yes. So the super weapons, I really like taking like an idealistic super weapon and kind of really stretching it what you think a super weapon is. So, for example, most of the time you think of like a super weapon is like you get a really powerful attack about every 4 or 5 minutes or something like that, right? And it does big damage and that's it. And we'll have those for sure, but I want to stretch what we think about the super weapon is going to be. So for example, a more kind of generic one would be like what we've got for our first faction coming up, which is a ballistic cluster missile. So we haven't built it yet, but what you can imagine is basically like having a large missile that comes out of a silo. It splits over the target and rains down these smaller explosives all over the place. A different example would be for our other, I can't name the faction yet, but I really want to, faction, is a kind of a hit-and-run style faction where they really focus on multi-prong attacks, and they have light vehicles and they're quick. So their weapon is just a single missile. It's like a single scud. It's not like a massive thing, but you get it a lot, right? So every 30 seconds you get this weapon that you can use. It does a small amount of damage in a location. So what you do is you can soften up a target, and then you move in for the attack. Then you run away, and then you get that missile again in 30 more seconds, and it encourages the play style of multi-prong attacks and these tactical strikes that you can do over and over again, kind of like a death by 1,000 cuts sort of feeling. So, and then there will also be super weapons that don't do damage at all, and sometimes you can have a really powerful effect that does literally 0 damage, right? So those are the ways that we're thinking about super weapons right now, and yeah.
Nice. Regarding the question if I like football, I don't like football, I'm not into football, but if there's a World Series regarding football or Europe fight, I watch that, but besides that I'm not really into football. And also, yes, Rain Studio, I'm ready to battle on Salami. Put me onto Salami. Salami needs to die.
Wait, is it working already? Can you guys already fight online?
No, but as soon as multiplayer is out, I really want to fight Salami.
Gotcha.
So really looking forward to that.
Can you beat him? Our first ever.
No, I don't think so. I think Salami is a tough one, and I don't think I can beat him. Because he's trading as well. He's streaming all the time the game.
It's unfortunate.
Hey Assad.
I'll put a little secret line of code that says like units twice as powerful as his or something like that.
Also, hello, Brooding Salomon. Welcome to the stream. Oh, some douchebag is having a barbecue outside.
Making you jealous, huh?
Yeah, I really hate that person. I have the window open and it's really smelling very delicious here right now.
Sal W. Adas, I don't know how to say your name. Do you have something that can get you infinite amount of money for every side? We'll probably have ways to tune money. I know some people just want to smash a bunch of tanks together, and that's totally fine. So there will be a default value that you start with. That's what like most games will start with. But then you can have either lots of resources in your base or ways to start with a ton of money. So.
Go crash that barbecue. Yeah, man. You're watching the stream at 2 AM. That's insane. You should be in bed.
Where are you? Where do you live, Brooding? Where would that be? Like somewhere in Asia? What time is it there? It's like it's 10 o'clock your time, right? 10 or 10:40.
Let me check.
22:40.
Yep. 21:40.
21:40.
So 9 PM.
Oh, you're only 6 hours ahead.
There's the power plant. That stupid dozer. Always rebuilding that stuff.
So that's a good question, Admiral. There are systems we haven't revealed yet, and we will reveal those in time. I really can't give you the details on it right now. Let me see what I can think of. It will. The primary difference is going to be our support, the way that we support the game. I believe that a game formula like Generals, and there's other game formulas like this too in the RTS sphere, but we're mostly talking about Generals here. So, and a game like that, they really haven't had the right environment to thrive. So I'm mostly considering. We're mostly thinking about, what can we do to have a long-lasting product that lasts for many, many years, and we're basically taking a page out of the MOBA book. If you think about MOBAs, they're always adding content, and they just grow in popularity. And RTS, they just seem to be stuck in the 90s with their pricing models and that sort of thing. So that's the sort of thing we want to do. Do you have to destroy vehicles to win?
Yes, you have to destroy everything, every unit, every vehicle.
Yeah, I've got to change that. It's got to be buildings only, I think.
So,
anyways,
Brooding asks if I'm going to do another speedrun of China and USA. Yes, I'm going to do that. That's going to come soon.
Why not GLA?
I already done that.
Which team do you like in Generals the most?
China. I'm a China player. I really
like
China. Yeah.
I think China's the least popular.
You think so?
I thought, I could be wrong. I thought it was GLA, then USA, then China. Or is it GLA, China, then USA?
I think USA is the most popular. Because they have chats and cool-looking buildings, cool-looking music, cool-looking buildings, cool sounding
maybe
music.
times have changed, but when I played online a while back, I remember almost every game was full of GLA players. Just everyone loved GLA.
Yeah, but they are very micro-intensive, and most players don't like that. So most players pick USA to build a lot of Auroras or bunker themselves in.
I can't pronounce this guy's name. I can't pronounce like the vast majority of people's names on here. I need like actual names, guys. Come on. So this guy Firinor or whatever, it is an actual game. This is our game. I'm one of the developers, and it's like our prototype for our game that we're still working on. So you can play it too if you go to the link.
The hat.
I'm calling this guy Zach. Zach, yes. Yes to everything. Yes to everything. though we gotta make sure we manage our development requirements well. So the first map we're gonna do, that's like a version 2.0 map. We probably won't have any buildings in it. It'll probably just be, it's gonna be a canyon tile set. So we'll get to garrison buildings in the future. Yeah, it's on Unity, right?
Jonathan, I think you should be the next president of the United States.
Oh yeah?
With the slogan, yes to everything.
With the what?
Yes to everything.
Oh yeah.
You just said that, and I was thinking, maybe you should go for the next president title.
I'll be the first person in history to make everybody happy simultaneously.
Yes. Yes to everything. Support me now. Jonathan 2017.
Yeah. Actually, it'll be 2020. That's the next time that.
Okay.
This up.
And this attempt here, by the way, I'm going to try Jackals and Missile Defenders only to see how OP they are. I want to test it out.
Yeah, I think oh yeah. Should be on my stream. I think the Missile Defender is definitely a little bit overpowered right now, so we'll get to that later. I got some tweaks planned. I think that they don't tell CNC this, but I think they outrange defenses too.
In CNC, yeah, they outrange defenses. Depends on the spot where you stand.
Okay, well they shouldn't. We're gonna change that too. Thanks, Firenor. I don't know how to say your name. Thank you. I'm glad. This is the prototype. It should look a lot better in the future. You want to give him a link? Give him a link, Michael. See if he's got. He can play the game. You can play the game right now if you want. It's a little rough around the edges, but you get the idea.
Yeah, there's a Discord link in the description down below. You can click on the link and get to the community server, the community Discord server, and there you can fill out the survey and get a link by us regarding the game download. And if you want, you can also chat with me there. I'm there too. So guys, if you want to chat with me, just check out the Discord.
Let's see, what else can we talk about? Let's talk about a new system. What's a new system? What is a new system?
And yes, this is running on Unity. I'm not sure if you answered that question, Jonathan.
Yeah, I did. It's on Unity. Right? It's Unity.
Ah, okay. I did miss that then.
Building UNI. Building UNI.
Also, hello to 26 viewers. Welcome to the stream. You're right now watching WarZone Flashpoint, formerly known as WarZone Middle East. Title got changed due to some important reasons. And
we don't want to blow up just Middle East. We want to blow up everybody.
yeah,
Nobody's safe anymore.
Building UNI.
that's the reason.
Building UNI.
It's a good reason.
Yeah, it is. It truly is. By the way, Arraign Studio in the chat is also a developer, so if you have any questions regarding the game, you can ask it to Jonathan, who's here on the Discord, or also to Arraign Studio, who is in the chat. I think Arraign Studio, who is called Michael, by the way, I think he is the oldest member of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
He's the oldest member. He's like 87 years old.
That was a good one.
No, he's not 87. He's the oldest member in the project. Like, he's been on the project the longest. That's what it means. I was being dumb. So, let's see. Admiral asks, is it a hobby project, or are you planning? Excuse me. Or are you planning to make it become something bigger, like by crowdfunding? Yeah, it's not just a hobby. So, we've actually got a fair amount of people working on the project right now, and we have no funding at all. Like there's not been any money that has come from an outside source, not a single dollar. So we what we want to do is we really want to make this like a reality. And so all the things I'm talking about, hopefully not just a pipe dream. We want to push it forward and make this really cool platform for RTS enthusiasts and just the players in general, of course. to want to move forward. Yeah, it will. It is extremely likely that it will be a free-to-play game. Like, it's like a 99% thing. So yeah. And then, are we hiring? It depends on your skill set.
If you're a super pro in Unity, chances are high you're getting hired. How old is Unity, by the way? Do you know that?
How old is this version, or how old is Unity period?
Unity period.
I don't know. It's been around for a while. Probably around 10 years, I'd say.
Oh, very old. Wow.
That's like Unity version 1 or whatever. You know, we're on what, 5.6 right now?
Because I'm seeing so many Unity games right now. They're popping up like crazy.
Well, yeah, Unity has kind of changed the gaming industry. It used to be that engines were really expensive and no one could afford them if you were just some random person. But now Unity just said, we're free. And so that put pressure on everyone to make affordable versions of their engine, like affordable prices for their engines for even like just, you know, the generic person that wants to work on games for fun. So yeah, they changed things for the better for sure.
Nice.
A lot of games wouldn't be possible without Unity, and a lot of professional games use Unity as well. Like it has a pretty wide variety of like games you can make with it. Like Deserts of what's it called, Kazarok, or however you say it, Karak, whatever. Like that game was on Unity. There's an MMO on Unity. Like, there's a Godfather game I think on Unity. Ori and the Blind Force is on Unity. Like, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. It's pretty flexible.
Yeah, it's also insane that you can do so many good graphics there on Unity.
Yep. You can modify it a lot.
So hello to all new people who just joined in on the stream. Welcome to WarZone Flashpoint. You're right now hearing a developer here on the stream. His name is Jonathan. And if you have any questions, please ask them now or be quiet for eternity.
Yep, you have one chance. Make your time.
Also, as we can see right now, the point is proven. Jackals and missile defenders in one combination, OP.
Are they really? Man, that's crazy.
I'm just
we'll
ruffle stomping the hard AI. He has no
comp
chance.
Against this would be like, the comp against this would probably be like flanking with a speedy bullet vehicle behind and making sure that the Jackals engage tanks, I guess. Well, we have a problem with our resources right now. Like, the economy's kind of whacked because you can still make multiple vehicles in the same ore node. So that's still a problem. But yeah, we'll get it.
It's okay. I mean, right now, like it is, it's fun. I enjoy the current version. No problem there. I would even go so far to play that game in its current version and on multiplayer, because it's fun. I don't care about the bugs. I mean, there are some bugs, but they are not that game-changing.
Yeah.
Feels very flawless. It's good. It's good gameplay. You can enjoy it without smashing your head against the wall and screaming out loud. No crash, no game crash, unlimited units. It's great. I mean, I would play it like that in multiplayer. I don't know the other guy's opinion, but in my opinion, this is great. cncHD about me HTML, okay. Is there a photo of him there? Yeah, there was a photo of me. If you want to see me in video footage, you can also go to General's Gentleman. The photo on weebly.com is pretty old. Now I'm fat. And the fat me you can see on General's Gentleman. No, seriously, I got some pounds on. I need to go to do more sports. That's the thing, if you work in an office all day and you don't have time for sports, you get fat.
You gotta eat less, man. Eat a little bit less, walk a little bit more. Over time, just walk. Work those pounds off, right?
Yeah, correct. Straight up businessman. Yeah. Can I show you one of my project videos I've been working on quite a while ago? Yeah, sure, just post them. I mean, I cannot watch them right now because for obvious reasons. But sure, post them. I will watch later. Never thought I would hear an American say that to a European. Well, that's a stereotype. I mean, not all Americans are fat. That's a stereotype. It's like
Yeah,
all
I never said I wasn't. I never said I wasn't fat.
It's like saying all Germans are walking around with beer and leather
And sausages.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be disappointed if you weren't.
Yeah.
If I ever come visit you, I better see a beer in one hand and a sausage in the other. Are they building in your base? No, those are ordnance. Those are resource nodes. Never mind.
Okay, where's the last building? Is he hiding it again? It's so annoying to search for the last building. Probably here in the corner? No. Oh man, I hate that when that happens. I hate it. I would really like this to be a well-made free RTS game, and since it's probably going to be free, I think that a lot more players are going to be able to play this. I love it so far. Thank you. And yeah, like Jonathan said, 99% chance that it's going to be free to play.
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, it's so, but I say that because like I don't like to make promises I can't keep. So I'm just saying that there might be a possibility, you know, like in the future where we get some kind of deal with someone and they say, hey, we're going to modify the price a little bit. So it's possible, but the plan is right now to make it be free to play for sure.
Building you and I. Building you and I.
I'm walking around with joints and I'm Dutch. I fit the stereotype pretty well.
Building you and I.
Oh well. What are you doing for living, by the way, Jonathan?
1 second, actually. Firinor, did you make all of that?
Building you and I.
Did you watch a video?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah. He you should talk to Michael. You need to talk to this guy. Give him a link and let's talk to that guy later.
Okay, now you made me curious. Let me see the link. I need to watch it.
What did you build it in?
There we go. The Firinor. The Firinor, is that how you pronounce it?
No. His name is The. Your name is The now, until I can pronounce your name.
Alright.
Or Fury. So let's go Fury. Fury.
This
That's your
page
name.
isn't available.
What did you build it in,
Oh.
Fury? You've gotten my attention.
Oh, he got your attention. That's good.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. I like it.
Why can I not access the video?
Well, you have to. Do you know how to use the internet?
Yes, I know how to use the internet. I pasted the watch thing type in there, but for some reason .com watch. Ah, now it's working.
Are the assets 3D? I can't even tell.
Holy shit, that looks awesome.
Yeah, it's actually not bad.
I mean, it's taken from Red Alert 2, but it's okay, man. That
Yeah,
is-
I'm more interested in the functionality of it all. I don't care what it looks like. I care about how it works.
could compete with Pixel Army, 8-bit Army. Could compete with that.
Nice. We should talk. We should talk, yo. Where are you from?
I.
That's maybe a secret. Well, how can I contact you? Can I click? Nope. Can I click this? Nope. How do you... okay, let's do this. Do you have a link to our server, Fury? Make sure you get a link to that server and be identifiable. My name is Hex on the server, so you can just PM me.
Building you and I.
Yeah, pee on him. That's what he like.
That's not what I said.
Ready, sir.
You
Ready,
can
sir.
DM me,
Ready, sir.
personal message
Ready,
me.
sir.
Okay. All right, good.
Building you and I.
Yeah, get the link to the server and send me a message so that I have you in my contacts,
Building you and I.
and I will tell you a thing or two. Anyways, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Two Dutchmen in the chat. Can I place orders for weed here?
For what?
For weed.
For weed? No. I don't think so.
Welcome back, Brooding Salmon. Play hard to get Fury Noir.
Building you and I.
It's insane how fast you can get credits.
Oh, sweet. I keep trying to ask some questions, but all right. So here's okay. So no one's saying anything. So I'm going to propose a conversation topic. So let's think about this, right? So I'm tossing this idea around smoke, right? So you got like smoke grenades and smoke that are on tanks and that sort of thing. So I've been thinking about how can we do smoke as a mechanic, and I tossed around some ideas, and I ended up with this idea that so smoke is basically neutral. And then, so whatever unit goes into smoke, they gain the effects of smoke. So here's how it would work. What did you? Okay. And this is how this is how it works. So a unit that goes into smoke can no longer be seen. Okay. And damage it receives is reduced by half, and damage it inflicts is reduced by half. So basically, it's a way to prolong a fight, and that's because I want to avoid random chances, and I want to avoid. Well, that's the main thing, is avoiding random chances. So if you splash the smoke with a bunch of AoE attacks, you can destroy what's inside of it. Oh, and then also you can't target what's in smoke. You can't target things that are in smoke. So, what do you think about that, CNC and community?
You cannot target units which are in smoke.
Yeah, so let me explain again. So let's say you launch a smoke grenade and it lasts for 5 or 10 seconds or whatever the number is.
Yeah.
And so here's how it works. Units that are in smoke you cannot see. It's like a stealth that you can't reveal, but they have to remain in the smoke. So you know where they are, you just can't see them. So they can't be seen, they can't be targeted, and they take reduced damage, but they inflict reduced damage. So their damage is cut in half.
Can they shoot out of the smoke?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be a bit too strong? Like they just smoke and say, "Ha ha, I'm invincible."
Well, if you lay down AOE or, well, we might make it okay. So maybe it should be this. Maybe it should be they can be targeted, but they take reduced damage. So they can be targeted, but they take half damage, but they deal half damage.
Yeah, maybe the mischance is higher.
Well, I don't want to do mischance. I don't like mischance.
But
I'm not a fan of random chance in general.
Yeah, but we have mischance in here right now, isn't that right?
Well, there won't be.
Okay.
If there is now, there won't be.
Because bullets can miss units here.
Yeah, that's not something I want to have in the final version.
Alright, fair enough. But
So
besides,
thinking from a competitive, So I like the idea, like what Milan says, or how do you say your name, that you can shoot in the smoke and try to hit things, but I don't want it to be random. So I'm trying to think of this like middle ground where it's kind of between the two, you know. And so I want to know what you guys think. Anyone got any ideas or thoughts on what I'm saying? Could be crazy talk.
I think it's pretty good. the idea. With the smoke, brings some more variety into the game, makes it a bit deeper, the gameplay.
And if you misuse the smoke, it can be used against you.
They can use it against you. Wow.
Yeah, so basically the idea is that you throw the smoke down and it stays in that location. It needs to remain consistent, right? Discord is dead?
What? Discord is dead?
Oh, I don't see it dead.
And yes, that airfield is big.
Yeah, we're gonna lower the size of the airfield eventually.
Discord is dead? I mean, it works for me.
Yeah, it's probably just a local outage for Discord. Anyways, so where was I? So the idea is you lay down smoke and it stays in a consistent area, like a little bubble or something like that, and it has a smoke effect. And units that go in it, they can't be seen, they can't be targeted, they can't you can target the smoke, or maybe it's something like all units in the smoke share the damage. It's split equally among the units that are in the smoke, and maybe reduced by 20% and share with all units.
Depends on how large the smoke area is.
So maybe any connected smoke is all shared. So as long as the smokes are connected, they share the damage, or something like that. Or maybe when you use this, maybe in a given smoke area. So like if you have a unit that can throw a smoke grenade down, and it makes like a 20-meter radius or whatever.
So if we imagine this is the smoke. Oh, it disappeared. So you saw this block. So this is the smoke area, and I shoot with my block of missile defenders at this spot. Let's imagine the smoke area is still there. I mean, we saw it for a bit. And my missile defenders will do shared damage on all the units in the smoke, but reduced damage.
Yeah, something like that. So you get the feeling that it's so the point of this this conversation is you want to try to find the middle ground between like it feels like a combat element, but there's not random chance that can kind of screw you over. So yeah, this is cool too. So Milan says it'd be cool if you could use it as a wall to deny vision. If you stand in it and you do half damage and cannot be targeted. Yeah, so I don't know. It's something I've been thinking about lately, but I'm not sure exactly how I want it to function yet. So I'm just kind of trying to think of other ideas. But yeah, so you could do vision blocking with it. You could do maybe that's all it is. Maybe it's just vision blockers. Then the problem with that is the counters. You just move a unit through it and you can see behind it. That's not really something that's very compelling, I think. And also, it's not exactly what you would do in real life, because I think smoke is used for two different ways. You either blind an enemy or you conceal your location. So maybe it's not exactly. Maybe I'm not thinking about it right. It's not something that you want to be in. It's something you want your opponent to be in, or a way that you want to avoid stuff. So maybe something like units that are in smoke cannot shoot, but they take like way less damage, or something like that.
A different story I have to ask you, if you are done with the smoke topic.
I guess so.
Okay, but I like the idea of the smoke. It's an interesting idea, so don't lose that idea. It's interesting.
Alright.
A different topic is regarding stealthed units. There's this thing in Act of Aggression that you have one stealthed unit which is camouflaged the whole time, and it shoots, and it is not being detected while it shoots. So it shoots while it's being undercover, and that is pretty tough to beat, because if the player forgot to build detection and you have one unit in your base which just laughs at you because it's not getting detected and just shoots guns down all your units. What do you think about that? Should that be a thing, or do you think if a unit shoots, it should be unrevealed? It should be revealed.
That's how they do it in StarCraft. And StarCraft has got that's how it is in StarCraft. And the cloak units in StarCraft are really potent. So if you guys know, the Dark Templars are a famous unit.
Oh yeah, they are strong.
Yeah, so they have this powerful scythe. There's a lot of damage, and if you get a couple on your base you're not prepared for it, it's GG usually. So I could see both ways working. That's a good question. I haven't thought about that yet. I'm not really sure what I would probably do. I'd probably do it like StarCraft, honestly.
Oh, nice, you have an autocam here. I never knew that.
A what?
Autocam. If I click on unit, it just follows it automatically. That's awesome.
Nice.
I have to do nothing but watch. That's cool. Just watching it right now. Game moves by itself.
Very good.
That's pretty cool. Never knew that.
Vegetarian Shark says, one shot, one kill mechanic. That's going to be for snipers only, so don't count on that as a generic thing. Front lines of digging in, absolutely. Yeah, I'm thinking about what I want to add, kind of like a foxhole type mechanic or like some kind of thing you can dig into something like that. Yeah, that's a cool idea. And then Milan asks, back on the fog thing, it acts like fog of war, or not fog, but smoke thing. It acts like fog of war, but deployable. Yeah, it's something like that. I'm not really sure yet. I'm kind of tossing ideas around my head right now, and I'm just kind of spewing out ideas, see what you guys think, see what sticks. So, not sure. But it's a really common thing in wartime is to have like vehicles like that. It would be an interesting new mechanic to kind of throw in like a CNC style type game. So.
Looks like Pudding have some problems with his Wi-Fi. He's screaming about it all the time.
Yeah. Gotta fix your Wi-Fi, dude. Can't be yelling at us.
Idea for the improvement of the AI. Instead of placing the refinery next to the source, I would place it in front of it, so the trucks don't move around in that weird lane. Like a normal player plays it down. I would change that, in my opinion.
Wait, say that again? I wasn't following.
The AI, they built a refinery left to the ore. I would place it in front of the ore, not left to the ore. Because they always have these lines of trucks. I think this is also going to be the last game now. After that I need to do some washing clothes and stuff. Because if I'm doing that in an hour, it's too late.
Alright. Well,
so that's going
to be the last
game.
Bunch.
So I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed my time here on stream. I'm very thankful that so many joined and spectated here and had a conversation with us. By the way, I'm also one of the team. I'm not one of the developers, but I'm a part of the team. I support the team with doing streams and videos. So I can give you more insight about what's going on in the game and not just say, okay, that could be a thing. I can talk a bit more than a normal person can do. So I'm very thankful for having this game in my library and to support it. Really thankful for that, and I hope it will kick off like a real big hit. And looking forward to more development here on the game. If you want to try it out by yourself, you can check out the link in the description down below of this live stream. There's a Discord link. Follow this link, you will get to the official Discord community page of the game. There you can chat with the community, chat with the developers, chat with me. You can add me there and we can chat in a private chat if you want. Check it out. And see you on the next video, I guess. Jonathan, do you have anything more to say?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for tuning in, and we, the development team, appreciate CNC's work. We enjoy working with him, and we think like him, and we hope it turns into a really big thing, obviously. And yeah, it's exciting. I like talking with the community and talking about RTS and talking about our game and this and that, and so that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Bye guys. See you on the next video, next stream. Maybe tomorrow. I think I'm going to stream tomorrow again. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye guys.